Howdy everyone, Desert Horizons, AZ Off-Grid Unplugged 3 R's Cabin Ranch. Just sitting out here on a spectacularly gorgeous day. I had to share it with you. It's real close to 80 degrees. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. Sun is shining. Got some clouds over there. I'm going to call those clouds. I got my guardian right down here. Susie. There you go. There's my Susie. Stop licking my hand. Stop licking my hand. There you go. Good puppy. You good Susie. You good Susie. Yeah. So anyway, I said today's March 1st, so I just wanted to say I hope you are all enjoying your, excuse me, did I interrupt? Sorry. A puppy talking at me. I hope you're enjoying your March 1st, which is basically springtime here in the desert. Not on the calendar yet, but I mean we got to be at least 3 weeks ahead of the rest of the country as far as our weather. So, but yep, she's 11 months old now, aren't you, puppy? April 4th, she'll be a year old. So I don't know if she stopped growing or is going to get any bigger. I was kind of hoping she was going to get bigger. I don't know. I mean, she's close to the height of Remy, but nowhere near the bulk. Even when I first got Remy, she was much smaller and skinnier than she is now. So that's enough petting on you. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. You gonna show me which foot it is now? Okay. She come up here limping, and when I tried to find out what foot it was, she wouldn't show me. So I don't know what that's all about. All three of them do it occasionally. Walking up limping like, and no matter how many times I look, I can't find a splinter, I can't find a cut, I can't find a sticker, nothing. Thorn, nothing. So, yep, just sitting out here on a gorgeous day, and I feel guilty quite frequently about what I'm doing, and this may be the opposite of what you're thinking, but I feel very guilty when I'm not sitting out here on the porch in my rocking chair. It's like I'm losing time, I'm running out of it. Of course, I can only do it when it's beautiful weather, or acceptable weather. So when it's beautiful, I always feel guilty that I'm not sitting outside on the porch. So, and the owls are still flapping up there. Still doing their job. I took them down for a few days and I just put them back up a couple days ago so they wouldn't get too used to them. And it's another spectacular day here at 3 Hours Ranch. Yesterday was going to be about 80 degrees. Today they were talking about 84, 85. It's about 82 now. And it's got one of those gorgeous springtime breezes blowing through here. I don't know how much you can see there on the tree. But, I'll show you there on the owl. But the puppies are sleeping underneath the Jeep. Perfect place for it. The breeze has kind of guided underneath it to direct it right over them. Beautiful day for taking a nap, and I finally took one, a good one. Didn't want to get up, but that's a whole nother thing. But I did want to show you what proper planning, fortitude, effort, and finally deciding to do it, and 10 minutes of mild work. I don't know if you even noticed it yet. This whole big plot of ground used to be loaded with prickly pear. I only left a little batch right there. I don't know why. I just figured, well, if it starts to take off too much, I could just chop it down again. So I took out that whole section. So now around those two mesquite trees and the one right there in front of the cabin, there's no prickly pear at all. So, like I said, that was maybe 10 minutes of work. Wasn't really hard work. But yesterday was such a beautiful day, and I was sitting there thinking, it's like, I've been waiting almost 2 years to do that. And it's always, well, it's too hot, it's too cold, it's too windy, it's too whatever. And it's like yesterday was just gorgeous. I was sitting there, it's like, dang it, got no more excuses. Like I said, took me 10 minutes, and I also raked the front yard here. Well, that felt weird, raking the desert. But there was way too many twigs and sticks and other little bits of crapola in there. I just wanted to clear up and clean up. Looks a lot better in my opinion, whether you notice it or not. So, yeah, like I said, it's just another spectacularly gorgeous day here. 84, 85, something like that. But within the next week, they're talking about highs in the mid-60s, which is going to feel cold here after being in the mid-80s. But since we're already well into March, it's just going to continue to warm up from here on out. I could find a place that had weather like this, scenery like this, that the weather was like this 10 to 12 months out of the year, I'd move there in a heartbeat. But the only place I can think of that even comes close to having the perfect temperature year-round is Hawaii. And there you have to deal with so many other problems. It's like, no thank you. I'll stay here in the southern deserts of Arizona and the Sonoran Desert. I have to worry about my What is it I gotta worry about? No forest fires running through here. No earthquakes. No flooding. No tornadoes. No hurricanes. No tsunami threat. I may have to get back to you on that. Looks like the worst thing we have to face now is the heat for 4 or 5 hours a day during 4 months out of the year. So I'm never back where I'm from, back in Minnesota, yeah. A lot of people didn't know this, but March was always the snowiest month. Got more snow during March than any other month of the winter. Of course, they didn't want to publish that fact because that would just depress too many people, I think. I know when I found out about it, I got depressed. So, well, let's see what the puppies are doing. I know what they're doing. There's my Remy. It's alright, stay there. Stay. There's my Ruger. He just moved into the shade. And I don't know if you can see her under there. But there's a set of eyeballs right there. That's Susie. Hey, Susie. See the wheelbarrow over there? I was about from the wheelbarrow to here, distance away from Susie. I was walking the wheelbarrow down the road there. I was going to get rid of all that stuff I gathered up over here, the prickly pear and all that stuff. So I got down there beyond the wooden posts, and the puppies were still over here, and one of them started to run over there, and I noticed it was Susie, so I started calling her. She got over about 40 feet away from me, roughly, stopped, and just looked at me, started to growl a little bit. So about this, a little earlier than this, about this time of the day, so I was standing there in full sun. The only difference was I had on a red shirt and black gloves, versus lately it's been a blue shirt. So I started calling to her, and she just stood there, not sure what to make of it. Like, so something's wrong with her. Either her eyes aren't that good, or her nose isn't that good. I know her hearing is pretty good, because something, even when I'm inside and I go to put my jacket on, they can be over here laying down. I just put my jacket on, and they're both up here on the porch, her and Remy. So, and oftentimes it's her before Remy. So, should be a beautiful sunset tonight. I'll capture what there is and see what comes of it.